All right, well, overall initial impressions on the RZ1000, same exact build kind of as the RZ800. It does feel like some places are built a little bit better, like the back strut. These no longer squeak, which is really nice. I got all the way over to this park in the grass with zero issues. Couldn't really do that on a single motor before. Does look like we have the same rear shocks as the RZ800. The disc brakes look about the same too, except for the front one. The front one looks a little different to me, but that could just be because I haven't rode the RZ800 in a while. And I love the black base and the black like paint coat here. It's really nice, and yeah, it's gonna get dirty, but what do you expect? I've already taken it off-roading. You can see from my shoes. But yeah, overall, crazy power. I've already got it to go 48 kilometers an hour.
Hard drive loaded, stubble and coated.
Well, for the sake of utter transparency with today's review on the RZ800 dual motor, or RZ1000 as you'd like to call it, it's the middle of November, and not only is it raining out, it's sunny, which makes zero sense. But for this review, I do just want to go on a little ride. As you can see, there's only 8 kilometers on record. Definitely, like, it physically looks not too different from its original. But as its upgraded brother, we'll pull over here. This little area. It doesn't look too different. So you'll be able to see from here that the main key differences are the color and the fact that you're having 2 motors instead of the one in the back. As you can see, I wasn't joking when I said it was wet, but also sunny. The main difference here you're going to see on the dash is if I hold this button and this button, so this will be your lights. So this is your indicator for left, indicator for right, and then your mode button, which also changes the LEDs on the side, which I don't know if they're on. They are on, so if I triple tap that, those will turn off. So if I hold these 2 buttons as so, you'll now see 2-wheel drive. So let's quickly pull off here, and this is now going to be all in dual motor. So you can see the pickup rate is much faster. Says we're going 30 there. We'll take a right. But you'll see just going down this road here, if you look at the speedometer, we're about to hit 40. We're over 40 kilometers an hour now. Let off, brake a little bit. You can see the brakes. I don't know if you can hear them. They're definitely squeaky. That seems to be just common. Could be that they're not broken in or the pads are too fresh, but you'll hear that ring sound. That is new to the RZ1000 series. I don't ever remember hearing that sound on the RZ800. We're gonna do a little speed test here. I do have a Garmin watch, so we're gonna go to GPS. We're not fishing currently. We're gonna go to escooter, and then we'll wait for the GPS to load up on this. All right, GPS has found us, and we can hit start on that. All right. So I'm just paying attention here. We got a little wheel spin in the front, which is nice to see. We got some power going through there. So it currently says we're going 40. We are gonna have to stop here. Stop at the stop sign. There's no one here, so we can gun it again. And just pay attention to that dash. So we've topped out at 43. I'm guessing it's due to battery life. But there we go. So we were at 43 for a sustained period there. I'd like to see, if we go back into the GPS, what our full-on speeds were. So looking at our speed chart from there, it seems like our peak was somewhere up here at 35 kilometers an hour. So there's about a 5 to 8 kilometer an hour difference in how fast you're actually going to what it says on the dashboard. Now there is a way to fix that within the app. You're able to change the wheel diameter so that you can more accurately, even though these are 10.5 inch wheels, you are able to get a little bit more accurate by, say, setting them to 9 or 10 or 11. And again, I haven't changed anything about this scooter. This scooter was delivered to me in the same condition with a full charge as you guys are seeing now. But I did have a lot of fun in the dual wheel mode. And the dual wheel mode unfortunately uses more battery, but that's to be expected when you're using 2 motors instead of 1. But as you can see, this thing just rips like straight right across the grass, no problem. The suspension, in my opinion, is better than the RZ800 single motor, which is kind of surprising. If you guys haven't seen that video, go check it out. It's nice. I mean, you get the 1-footer going. It picks up. This is single motor. Look at that. Single motor still getting right up to 40. on the dash. So we're probably going about 34, 35. We can take a left here. The brakes are something I wish didn't make a noise, but again, it's kind of hard to not do that, it seems. Brake pads are definitely something you can do, but the difference between this scooter and the RZ800 is a couple $100. And would I say it's worth it? And if you want me to be completely honest, which obviously is what I tend to try to do in these videos, if you don't have a lot of daily commutes with a lot of elevation changes, I will say the RZ800 for the price is a much better purchase. I'm not even putting any power into this scooter right now, but we do got to slow down as I am going to take this bridge. Back brakes makes no sounds, so it's definitely the front brake pad that needs to be adjusted. The last time I took this bridge for a video of a scooter review, it had a lot more like dense tree coverage. Everything is dead here. You guys will know this little ramp here as one of my ways to test power going up hills. This is in single motor here going up this hill. Drop speed by about 2 kilometers, but that is absolutely fine. We're gonna go back to the bottom, put it on dual motor and see how quickly we get up there. Again, this is a very steep incline. I know that GoPros and action cameras do not do it justice, but going down it, you'll see the speed pickup right here on the dashboard. If I'm going down this without anything, any power at all, you'll see we're picking up speed very quick. It's very, very steep. Got to 33 kilometers there. So we're gonna turn this around and we're gonna do it just like we did a past review. We're gonna go ahead and hold these 2 buttons, put it into dual, go from a push start. There we go, and push, wheel spin. Oh yeah, 0 issues going up here. We're not losing any speed at all. Boom. Yeah, dual motors absolutely is gonna work for you the way you want it to. Now, this is I believe it's 1,000 watts to both motors or 1,200 watts to both motors. I'm gonna double check that for you guys real quick here. So just checked, it is indeed 1,200 watts per motor. And as you guys can see, the last scooter was also 1,200 watts under peak power, 1,000, I believe, or 800. I would have to go back. That video was months ago, and that scooter I actually gave to my girlfriend. So this time, this scooter is basically like a fresh remembrance of the original RZ800, honestly. The only thing I will say that I'm very confused about when it comes to this scooter or any scooter from CUNFON, primarily because there's just 2, is they also call this the RZ800 dual motor version, but then it's listed on places like Amazon and all that as the RZ1000. Turning around from there though, because that guy's car alarm is just going off. But you can see, like, from my original videos on my 2 scooters, I'm much more comfortable with speed, especially like just getting around. So like I'm able to put these scooters to the test a lot harder than I usually would. But I do kind of stay around the same areas so that if you ever watch my scooter reviews, you get an idea of the terrain that I go around. And honestly, for street use, this scooter, 0 issues. Slow down at this stop sign here. We'll go down this nice bumpy road. I'll try to give it as little power as possible. I do gotta warn you guys though, like, I'm gonna check my watch here in a second. I'm pretty sure it's 3 degrees out. I'm not wearing gloves, which was a mistake. And yeah, it's not a great time. As you can see, I'm not giving it any power. So the brakes are not too tight on this. Gonna take a right here. But yeah, they sent it to me at a pretty shitty time, but it wasn't their fault. This scooter has not been in stock in Canada for a while. It sells out very quickly. Given the power to cost, I gotta say, I love CUNFON. For what they ask for and what they give, it's insane. Out of the 3 performance scooters that I own, other than this one might not be as fast as those ones or have as quick of a pickup rate as those ones. This one lasts the longest. From what I remember, this scooter is a 48 volt. And this scooter just outlives all of them with its nice large battery. And when it comes to like being scared to go places, like right now I'm at 4 bars with this scooter, I 100% believe I could go an easy another 20 kilometers. Whereas with my other scooters, depending on how fast I'm going, I might not even make it 15. Also, the horn on this one works, which is great. 30 kilometers, we're breaking the speed limit here. Don't find me, this is not technically a motor vehicle. God, it's windy. I really hope you guys have been able to hear me and I didn't just spend the last 20 minutes out here riding around. But I wanted to give you guys like an actual riding comparison. And of course, just like every video, let me turn onto the street. Move, squirrel, I don't want to hit you. Oh my God. I'm glad the brakes work much better, but this place might look familiar from previous videos. We're gonna go ahead and put this in dual and see how easily it's able to push up this hill even with 3 bars of battery. Let's get to it. No wheel spin there. Probably because the tires are warmed up and the ground is kind of wet, so grip is gonna be good. Yeah, again, we're getting up here, maybe not all that fast because of the battery life, but it doesn't matter, it's still able to get up that hill when some scooters just cannot. What do I think of the RZ1000 versus the RZ800? I would say that they have 2 very specific niches. So this scooter is constantly on sale, usually $16 with a $200 or $300 off coupon, whereas the RZ800 is usually around the $9.99 price point, $8.99 price point in Canadian dollars. You're paying a couple $100 more for double the power. All around, it really just depends on what you're looking for. If you're looking for a great mobility scooter where you could just literally go up anywhere and nothing's going to be a problem when it comes to traversing where you're going in the city, I would 100% grab this scooter over the RZ800. If you're living in a really busy city that doesn't have a lot of up and down slopage, different, altitudes that you have to get to or elevations, I would go with the RZ800. Save the extra couple $100, get yourself some accessories for a scooter, such as a phone mount, anything like that. But all around, when it comes to performance, for a couple $100 extra, you're getting double the scooter. And that means you're getting double the performance, the same battery life. I mean, it's kind of a no-brainer to grab this one. And this one, for bigger guys like myself, again, 6'3", 215 pounds, this scooter is gonna be what you're gonna want for top speeds. Dual motors are gonna get you up to the top speed faster and sustain top speed the entire time because you're getting double the motor. So my quickest top speed on this scooter is gonna beat that of the RZ800, specifically just because those 2 motors are able to take on a bigger guy's weight. Anyways, my name is Tabz, and if you enjoyed the video, let me know with a comment down below. If you'd like to see more scooters reviewed, let me know down below as well. And thank you, CUNFON, for sending out this scooter absolutely free of charge for an honest, non-paid review. And thank you for letting me keep it. So I guess technically it was paid, but not really because I already own the scooter. I didn't have to talk nice about it. I'm at 2 bars. I'm gonna get out of here. Peace.